Hi, I'm Trav. It's 7:15 in the morning and I'm outside at a park. Why, you ask? The plan was to walk 18.6 kilometers or 11.5 miles along the trails of Seoul's city wall. Known as Hanggang-do-song, the wall stood from about 1400 to 1900 before being destroyed by Japanese occupation and changes to infrastructure. However, thanks to restoration and preservation efforts, about 70% of the wall stands today. I would start at the western foot of the mountain of Namsan, head north through the city to the mountains of Ingwansan and Pukaksan, then down the eastern side of the trails, finishing with a climb up and down Namsan. It took just a few minutes to reach Sungnemun, one of 8 notable gates along the wall, though 2 of them are no longer standing and are marked by sites. If you're walking the trails, a fun little thing you can do is this stamp tour. Take a map and stamp it at 4 checkpoints along the walk. Some inner city sections of the trails aren't obvious, so it's handy to have naver maps open to follow along, though there are a bunch of these signs here to direct you. About 10 minutes after taking this particular shot, I realised I'd missed the site of the Soimun gate, and where was it? Right across the road from that very sign. Yes, I did come back to record this. A short walk away is the site of the second absent gate of Tonimun, which has this nice little resting area, as well as the second stamp of the tour. From here, Sajik Park takes you steadily above the city towards the mountain of Inwangsan. On the way to the summit, you get some beautiful sweeping views of the city. Just be careful of the slightly sketchy rock stairway. And here is the summit, 338 meters or 1,109 feet. Soon after, I met some fellow Aussies who were walking the trails, so I tagged along. This video was originally going to be more of a talking to camera style vlog, but I didn't want to do that in front of a bunch of people I just met, so yeah, I kind of abandoned that. Here is the gate of Changimun, which is about a third of the way around the circuit and the third stop of the stamp tour. After I left, I realised I didn't actually record myself stamping the page, but I did do it. From here the route would do go to the summit of Pukaksan, but due to some repairs on the trail they had to alter it. Don't you worry, still plenty of walking to do. This is Sukjongmun, gate number 5 and the start of the descent back into the city. Waryong Park was one of my favourite sections of the walk. The bright autumn colours and the city laid out in front of you was really beautiful. We made a stop at this cosy little spot called Museum Cafe. I had an iced Americano, and it was decent. Here's gate number 6, Haehwamun, which is just over halfway through the circuit. Afterwards, it was some uphill walking along Naksan Park, then back downhill to reach gate number 7, Hunginjimun, which is about 2/3 of the way around the circuit and the final stop of the stamp tour. My new friends and I hadn't had lunch yet, so we decided to go off the trail via the lovely Cheonggyecheon stream towards Gwangjang Market. Gwangjang is packed full of food stalls with a whole range of options. For most people.
알레르기가 있어요. 여기.
No, no.
No? Okay. 네.
Time to think of something I could actually eat. Potato on a stick. Back to the trail, and we find Gwangimun, the last of the 8 gates of my journey, but certainly not the last of my walking. A gradual ascent led us to the eastern foot of Namsan, and from here I really started to feel it. Heading up this particular stairway, my thighs seized up for like a good couple of minutes, like I just couldn't take a step. Nevertheless, after some rest, I pushed on. My new friends had to head off as they had a dinner to get to. Thank you Anna, Josh, Sarah and Tom for your great company throughout the walk. Time to head towards Seoul Tower, the last landmark before reaching the end of the circuit. Thankfully, the worst of the climbing was behind me, and it wasn't long before I made it to the tower. All that remained was the walk down Namsan, which I was really able to savour, knowing I didn't have much more to do. Onto the final stretch, and it was right after taking this shot I realised I needed to be walking on the other side of the wall. Damn it. Okay, now this is the final stretch. It's the sign. It's the sign. Oh. Finally. Finally indeed. After 9.5 hours of walking, I had completed the Seoul City Wall trails. Time to celebrate with some KFC, and yes, the K stands for Kentucky. This here is a zinger with a fried mozzarella patty, and oh my god, it was so good. They also do chicken skin as a snack, which is perfect with a nice cold beer.